Hello students, welcome to Standard 10 Subject Mathematics Chapter 4 Quadratic Equations Lecture number 3. In lecture number 2 we have seen the solution of quadratic equation by factorization method, and related to that exercise 4.2 also you had done for your more practice. Now the new method here, the solution of quadratic equation by completing the square. By this method we will solve the quadratic equation now. Which method is completing the square. What is it? We can convert any quadratic equation in the form of x plus a the whole square minus b square equal to 0 type. First you have to convert the given quadratic equation in this form, and then we can easily find its roots. In this, the step is this we have to do. We have to follow. And let's do how to do in this example number 7. We will see solve the given equation in example 3 that we have solved in last lecture by factorization method. The same example 3 we have to solve by the method of completing square. The solution is, the equation in example 3 is given in 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0 was there. Now very first step in this type of method, in this completing square method, we have to make the very first term as the square of something like 2x square we have. Either we have to multiply by 2 in the first term, so it will be 4x square. So we can write in place of 4x square as 2x the whole square. Or the next is we can divide by 2. So it will be only x square, and x square can be written as x the square. So here we are dividing by 2 the equation. Given equation is divided by 2, so every term will be divided by 2. So this 2x square becomes x square minus 5x becomes 5 by 2x plus 3 becomes 3 by 2 equals to 0 becomes 0 by 2, that is 0 only. So this given equation is transformed into this form, dividing by 2. Now these are the three terms of quadratic equation 1, 2 and 3. You know that in polynomial, for the quadratic polynomial, in earlier classes we know that about the word perfect trinomial. To be the perfect trinomial, trinomials having three terms, if they are perfect, to make them perfect or to be perfect, this is the relation between the first term is called first term, second term is called middle term, and third term is called last term. To make it perfect square, we have to find the last term always. And last term equals to, in the earlier classes you have seen, the middle term square upon 4 into first term. So that way we will find the last term here. So that is equals to, middle term is here is minus 5 by 2x, minus 5 by 2 into x. It's a square, so we are writing multiplying 2 times. It is minus 5 by 2 into x into minus 5 by 2 into x, because it's the whole square. And down there 4 into first term, 4 into first term is x square. Now cancellations you see here carefully. First of all, the x, one x is cancelled, second x is cancelled, up and down. Everything x is cancelled. What about the numbers? Minus minus plus, 5 5s are 25 up and down, 2 2s are 4 and 4 4s are 16. So totally we have 25 upon 16. This is the last term to make it perfect trinomial. So we will write this last term at the third as a third term of this given equation. So x square is the first term as it is, minus 5 by 2x is second term as it is. In place of third term, the last term what we have found, that we will place there in plus. So 25 upon 16 is the last term we have placed, so that these first three terms will be the perfect trinomial. This way. Now the remaining we have to write. Remaining in the question is 3 by 2, it is we have done. And as we have added this 25 upon 16, extra added, the last term which is not given, if we have found and we have added, we have to subtract it also. So we have subtracted. So as these first three terms are perfect trinomial, they will be the square of the first term x square as it is, then minus sign, multiply by 2, the first term whose square is this x, and the last last term whose square is this 25/16, whose square is this 5/4. So that we have to multiply, plus 25/16 is the square of 5/4 the whole square. So this way if you adjust, you will find that this is the perfect triangle because x square is x square. If you multiply these terms, 2 2s are 5/2x it will be, and here it will be 5 square and 4 square down there, so 25/16. So in place of these three terms, you can adjust these three terms this way, plus as it is for these two remaining terms, whatever the plus minus that we will do. So in the bracket 16 upon here 16 and upon here 2, the LCM will be 16. To get here 16, 8 multiplies, so 8 is that 24 minus here it is 16, so 25 as it is, equal to 0 as it is. Now these three terms are like a square minus 2ab plus b square. In earlier terms, you know, a square minus 2ab plus b square. For that expansion, we can write the factor as a minus b the whole square. So our a is x minus our b is 5/4. So x minus 5/4 the whole square will be the factor of these first three terms. This. And for the remaining these two, minus 25 and plus 24, minus 1/16. Minus 1/16 can be written as minus here. 1/16 can be written as 1/4 the whole square. So this, the given equation is in the form of x minus 5/4 the whole square minus 1/4 the whole square equal to 0. That was needed to apply the completing square. Now both the brackets square here we have and middle that minus, so we consider this bracket as a and this as b. So this is we have a square minus b square. For a square minus b square, factors are a minus b plus b. So that we have done a minus b plus b. A means x minus 5/4 minus b means 1/4, and second bracket a means x minus 5/4 and plus b means plus 1/4. This one. Now simplify this, x as x, minus is a minus, 4 LCM is 4. As minus is taken outside, this will be plus plus now. 5 1s are 5 and 1 1. 5 plus 1 it will be 6 up. And in second bracket x as it is, minus is outside common. So 4 LCM is 4. This 5 plus becomes minus, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4/4. Now by 2 we can cancel this up and down. 2 3s are 2 2s are, and here 4 1s are 4 1s are 4. So in the bracket how much remaining here? X minus 3/2 and second bracket x minus 1 equal to 0. Now equate both the brackets with the 0. X minus 3/2 equal to 0 and x minus 1 equal to 0. So from this we can get x equal to 3/2 and from this we can get x equal to 1. So this way the solutions are 3/2 and 1 by method of completing square. Next example is find the roots of the equation 5x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0 by completing the square. Same method we have to apply. So the solution is the given equation we have written first 5x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0. Again the first term must be in the square form we have to make. For that this is 5x square. If I multiply by 5, then it will be 25x square, and then we can write it is a 25x square can be written as 5x the whole square. That one thing we can do, and the other thing which we have done here, that way also we can go dividing by 2 here it was, dividing by 5 we can do here. So we are this time we are multiplying something like 5 we are multiplying and seeing what happens. So if you multiply 5 in the equation, each term will be multiplied by 5. So it will be 5 5 are 25 square minus 5 6 are 38 minus 5 2 are 10 equal to 0 as it is. Now again the last term formula we will use here, middle term whole square upon 4 into first term, middle term whole square 4 into first term. Because the middle term is minus 30x here, so it's whole square, that means minus 30x 2 times you have to write in multiply, and down there 4 into first term is 25x square. Now cancellation is done. By 2 first, this 4 will be 2 2s are and this 30 will be 15s are. So minus 15 by cancelling by 2, this minus 30 becomes minus 15, 4 becomes 2. Again by 2, this minus 30 we cancel, so 2 1s are 2 and this 30 becomes minus 15, and then this 25 and this 15 will cancel by 5. This 25 by 5, 5 5s are 5 will be here, and this 15 will be 5 3s are 15, so 3 is here with the minus sign. Similarly, this 5 can be cancelled by this 15 now, so it will be 5 1s are 5, and then 15 will be 5 3s are 15 with minus sign. Now what about x? So one x is cancelled by this x, and the second x cancelled by this x. X also cancel everything. What is remaining overall? Only minus 3 into minus 3 up there remaining. Minus 3 into minus 3 will be 3 3s are 9 plus 9. So our last term is 9. So again adjust all the first, second and third terms. Last term, that is first term is 20x square minus middle term minus 30x, and its last term must be 9. So that is adjusted plus 9, and the remaining minus 10 in the question given that. And if we have added plus 9, we have to add minus 9 also, that we have added. So this way the first three terms we have made as perfect trinomial, and the remaining minus 10 of the question and minus 9, as we have added plus 9, minus 9 is there. Now for the first three terms we will adjust again this way. The first three terms we will adjust as first term 25x square can be written as 5x the whole square, minus 2 into first term is 5x into the root of last term 9 is 3, and plus 9 can be written as 3 square. So this all the three terms can be written this way. When 5x the whole square becomes 25x square minus 5 to the 10 is 30x plus 3 square is 9. So these three terms can be written this way. And about the last two terms, minus 10 and minus 9 becomes minus 19 equal to 0. For first three terms it is again adjusted as a square minus 2ab plus b square type. We can write a minus b the whole square, that is our a is 5x minus our b is 3. So 5x minus 3 the whole square becomes for these first three terms. Minus 19 can be written as root 19 square. Root 19 square is 19. Again we have made this the given equation in the form of this way, x plus a the whole square minus b square type. So we have converted in this form, and now this form is showing some bracket square minus the other bracket square, that is the bracket is a, first bracket is a square minus second bracket is b, so it's square a square minus b square again adjusted. For that we have the factors as a minus b plus b, that we have done. Our a is this bracket, that is 5x minus b, minus b is root 19. In second bracket our a is again 5x minus 3 plus b is root 19 plus root 19 equal to 0. Now both the bracket can equate with the 0, 5x minus 3 minus root 19 equal to 0, or 5x minus 3 plus root 19 equal to 0. So from this part the x equals to minus 3 and minus root 19 if I take on the right side, it will be plus 3 and plus root 19, and this 5 multiplied part will go down. So x equals to this we have 3 plus root 19 upon 5. Similarly there, we take minus 3 and plus root 19 on the right side, it will become sign change, plus 3 and minus root 19, and this 5 will be down there. So 3 minus root 19 upon 5 is the value of x. So two values of x we get here, that is the solution. Therefore the roots are, the solutions are for roots also. So roots of this given equations are 3 plus root 19 upon 5 and 3 minus root 19 upon 5. This is by completing square, we find the roots. Now next example 9 we have. In that also we have to find the roots of 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equals to 0 by the method of completing square. So again we start with the solution as given equation 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Here the first term is already given the square, we can write in place of 4x square as 2x the whole square. So no need of multiplying or dividing like this, examples 7 and 8. We can directly find the last term, and the last term formula is middle term whole square upon 4 into first term. Place all the values. Middle term is here 3x, the square means 3x into 3x 2 times you write, and down there 4 is 4 into first term is 4x square. Here also cancellations are like this, if 1x cancel this way and second x cancel this way, and known numbers are cancelled. So up there 3 3s are 9 and down there 4 are 16. 9 upon 16 is the last term of this trinomial. So we will use that 4x square the first term, 3x is the second term, and the third term, that is the last term, we will place this. We have found 9 upon 16, and the remaining 5 that we have written plus 9 upon 16 was added here, so minus 9 upon 16 also added here. Now first three terms becomes the perfect trinomial this way, and the remaining terms are added or subtracted. So for first three terms again we can make it as 4x square can be written as 2x the whole square. This 3x can be written as 2 into first term, first bracket, that is 2x, and the last bracket, that is it is the square of 3 upon 4, so 3 upon 4 plus 3 upon 4 the whole square. If you simplify this, you will get this all three terms. So all these three terms are adjusted this way. It's 2x whole square becomes 4x square, and this will be 2 to the 4 cancel, it will be 3x, and this 3 upon 4 whole square becomes 9 upon 16. Plus the remaining two terms we have to add there at the end. For these two terms, 5 upon 1 we can write. So 5 upon 1 and 9 upon 16, LCM will be 16. 16 5s are 80 minus 9 as it is equal to 0. Now these all three terms are adjusted like a square plus 2ab plus b square. For a square plus 2ab plus b square, we write a plus b the whole square. So our a is 2x plus our b is 3 upon 4 the whole square we will write, plus the remaining are here. 80 minus 9 is 71 upon 16 equal to 0. Now here the plus sign is there. So this plus sign number, if I take on the right side, it will be minus, and the same bracket here, 2x plus 3 by 4 the whole square equals to, this is minus 17 1 upon 16, and this number is minus number, negative number, it is less than 0. But you know that 2x plus 3 by 4 the whole square of any number. This is any real number. If we take its whole square, you know that any number's whole square will be always the positive number. Here, this expression shows that the whole square is negative number. So this whole square cannot be negative. We know this. This is the fact for any real number, real value of x. If you place any value here x, and if you do the whole square of this part, this bracket, it will never be negative, but it shows negative. So what happens? What is the conclusion here? That for the equation 4x square plus 3x plus 5 has no real roots. You cannot find any real value of x here, which will give this expression. So we will say that this equation has no real roots. Now same type of completing square method using finding the solution. Questions are in the exercise 4.3, question number 1 is having this type of problems in which you are asked to find the solutions of the given equations by method of completing square. And method of completing square we have understood here in 3 examples how to apply. So you have to do the homework as solve the exercise 4.3 and its question number 1. 4 equations are given in that, and in all 4 we have to apply the completing square to find the solution of the given quadratic equation. And you can solve it if you understand this. So see this video and understand it very well 2-3 times and do the homework. Question number 1 of exercise 4.3. Thank you.